What's up, everybody? Welcome to another week of Rocket League Esports related news. Before we get into any news, though, the thing that's going on in my life, Husky is still at my apartment. Please help.
What the fuck are you doing? What's up?
He's still fucking here. He's still here. So a whole lot to talk about this week in Rocket League Esports related news. The first one, and probably my favorite, is the fact that Psyonix and Eleague have done an interview with a guy by the name of Andrew Hayward. If you don't know Andrew, he used to write for Red Bull and like 10 different articles. He's easily my favorite writer in the Rocket League Esports scene. But he basically sits down and talks with Jeremy Dunham, one of the heads of Psyonix. I'm pretty sure he's the VP is his official title. Basically about the partnership deal with Eleague, what it means, the reach of TBS, all that kind of stuff. It's a really good read. Highly recommend checking it out. Other things as well, which are really exciting, is Low Key Esports has picked up another team for the Grand Series. So teams from South America really starting to gain traction, which is awesome because it's before the play-ins and the qualifiers have even started. So I'm glad they're starting to make their names early before it's too late. Also in Eleague related news, they do reveal that there will be a TBS show. Axe is now a sponsor for the Rocket League Final Four event. If you guys don't know, the Collegiate Rocket League system, they run a tournament after all the conferences. That is going to be held at the NCAA Final Four Fest in Minneapolis in April. So literally in a month here. There will be a TBS broadcast recap show on April 12th. And there's a new fragrance from Axe that will be sponsoring Eleague and the Game Zone activation location, which sounds pretty dope. So Eleague already showing in TBS, or Turner Sports is the broadcast company, already showing their pull or their capabilities as a new partner for Psyonix, which is great. The X-Secret roster for the Rival Series has officially been picked up by a new org. It is Veloce. I think I got that right. I probably butchered it, but it is Freaky, Niels Cook, and Flame finding themselves a new home in Blue. Should be cool. Other roster-related news, it looks like the Savage Boys, the ones that did oh so well at DreamHack Leipzig, are teasing a soon TM picture with Just Do It. Possible sponsors and signups could possibly be Barcelona. Flakes has been officially signed to Complexity Gaming. He will round out the third with Magnus and Greasy. Follow-up from last week, Mystic does do an interview about leaving Flipside. The quote that they have for the title of the article is, "We've known this is coming for a long time." So highly recommend, if you guys were interested in what we talked about last week, to take a look at that interview for this week. All this stuff can easily be found on the Rocket League Esports subreddit. Some more Flare-oriented posts. Shogun, fellow RLCS caster and good buddy, decided to do a YouTube video of what it would be like if there was actually a map pick and a ban phase for Rocket League. And he ends up using the non-standard maps like Pillars and Stadium and Throwback and all that kind of stuff to basically recreate this. Kind of a cool watch, kind of a different take on what Rocket League could be. I like the idea. I just think the inherent issue of maps is still a problem, where if we're going to differentiate maps, they need to be like the map is just a little bit bigger, a little bit taller, a little bit wider, just to test the boundaries of what Rocket League can be before we go into crazy shapes and pillars and 2 goals and all that kind of stuff. Just my 2 cents. Yummy Cheeseman ends up doing a interview with Michael Cluse from the Daily Esports about what it's like to be a caster in Oceania. Goes on to talk about the difficulties and how proud he is of Drippe. Highly recommend checking that out as well. There's a Flare post for Cookser97, obviously a fan favorite, basically showing the course of his career. Bunch of highlight clips thrown together. Very nostalgic. Recommend checking that out. And last but not least, I got to self-promote, obviously, myself. If you guys didn't see the video that came out a couple days ago, there's a new one and a new series that's going to be on this channel called The Brawl. If you guys don't know what The Brawl is, it is a new tournament that I am setting up, trying to create weeklies for high-level play where the audience or the community has the ability to watch, whether it be show matches or tournaments or what have you, between high-level players from RLCS, RLRS, and some bubble team players. We've done stuff. The most recent was with Energy and Rogue, where they played a best of 7 on stream for everybody, where you guys in the community helped fund the prize pool. So I thank you for that. But we've got some other tournament ideas coming up in the future that should be pretty exciting. I'm just trying to give the players a way to compete publicly with some fun on the side. It'll be interesting to see how we go about it, but I've got some pretty cool ideas, so stay tuned for that as well. The VOD for the Rogue and the Energy can actually be found on this channel. You just got to go look for it in the playlist or in most recent videos. That does it for this week of RL Esports News. I'm Lawler. We'll see you guys next week. Drop down below any thoughts, questions, concerns, ideas that you have to go into the rest of the season. Should be good.